Okay, get this. An AI just scored a perfect 100% on the U.S. medical licensing exam. I mean, perfect.
Wow. That's seriously impressive. Human doctors study for years for that.
Exactly. And then, like, completely switching gears, GPT-5 apparently demolished the Pokemon Red speedrun record. Just
Whoa.
6,470 steps.
Right. From saving lives, potentially, to catching Pokemon faster than anyone ever. It really shows the range, doesn't it? The pace is just wild.
It really is. Okay, let's unpack this because honestly, the amounts of new AI research, new tools, new applications hitting us every single day, it can feel like way too much, like trying to drink from a fire hose.
Totally. And that's kind of why we're doing this deep dive for you, the listener. Think of this as your shortcut. We're trying to cut through that noise, pull out the really important bits, the surprising facts, and maybe most importantly, figure out what it all actually means for you. And just so you know, we're drawing all this from a pretty big stack of sources, latest research papers, new tool announcements, model tests, and yeah, those really crucial conversations about ethics and safety.
Good. So let's start with the foundation, right? The actual research that's pushing things forward so fast, like Meta's work with DINOv3 and Ovis 2.5. These aren't just about recognizing cats in photos anymore.
No, this is complex stuff. Charts, diagrams, the kind of visual data you find in like scientific reports or business analytics.
Exactly. It's moving AI beyond just text to simple images, which is huge. And then there's other stuff like making the models themselves better. We have things like hyper networks, which sound complicated, but the idea is basically making training much faster and more efficient.
Right, using smaller models to help set up bigger ones, essentially. Clever stuff.
Yeah, and tools to actually understand these models, like attribution graphs, so we can maybe see why they're making certain decisions. That feels pretty important.
Definitely. Interpretability is key.
Plus, this whole GPT for DNA thing, applying large model concepts to genomics. Imagine programming biology like code.
Okay, what's fascinating here is these aren't just lab experiments, right? This research is literally building the foundation for whatever comes next in AI. We're talking AI that doesn't just do language. It understands complex science, visual data, maybe even biology. It's a huge step beyond just chatbots.
Yeah, totally. Which brings us nicely to the tools and actual applications we can use now. There's just been a flood of them. For developers, OpenAI's got this new central portal trying to make things easier. LangChain's DeepAgents, that sounds interesting for long, complex research tasks using AI.
Like having an AI research assistant that can actually manage a whole project?
Kind of, yeah. And the OpenCUA project model, data, framework, all for agents that can, use computers like we do. Automate tasks.
Okay, that could change a lot of workflows.
And on the creative side, Higgsfield doing product to video with zero prompting. You just give it a product image.
Wow. Instant marketing video.
Pretty much. Yeah. And it's not all English-centric either. NVIDIA's granary dataset, huge multilingual audio source, plus models to boost speech recognition and translation for, 25 European languages?
That's significant for accessibility across regions. So what here for you, the listener, the user, maybe the developer? I mean, it's really about making AI power much more available. Think about that Manetho app you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Translating hieroglyphics instantly.
Yeah, 3,000-year-old text right there on your phone at the museum.
Exactly. It makes history incredibly immediate, changes how you engage with culture. That's powerful.
For sure.
And it's hitting everyday tech, too, like Deutsche Telekom's T-Phone 3. It's designed to be affordable, but it bundles AI features like real-time translation, trip planning.
And that Perplexity Pro subscription.
Yeah. It shows AI isn't just for high-end devices anymore.
Yeah.
It's becoming a standard feature, even on more budget-friendly phones, part of your daily mobile experience.
Okay, let's shift to the LLMs themselves, the big models. It's a bit of a confusing landscape, isn't it? Performance is all over the place.
It really is. You've got DeepSeek R1 pushing the boundaries for open source scale, which is great for transparency and research.
Right. And then Google drops Gemma 3 270M, super compact, instruction tuned, good for running on, like, your phone, maybe.
Different ends of the spectrum, both valuable.
But then there's GPT-5.
Yeah.
The picture's murky. It hit the top 5 on one leaderboard, did well on an agentic benchmark, those complex tasks we mentioned.
But
it apparently underperformed GPT-4o on another test.
Yeah.
And developers. Mixed feelings. Good for coding, maybe, but some complaints about it being verbose or using old info.
Huh. So much so that OpenAI actually brought back GPT-4o access for some users.
Yeah, seems like it, due to that disappointment. But weirdly, integrated with something called XPOW, this adversarial testing thing, and suddenly it shows pretty strong cybersecurity skills.
Okay, interesting. So this raises an important question. how are we even supposed to evaluate these things properly if the results are so context-dependent?
Good point.
Well, the community is definitely pushing for what they call harder, more realistic evaluation, not just standard tests. So you get things like spiral bench, looking specifically at delusion risk, basically, when the AI confidently makes stuff up.
Right, how often it hallucinates but sounds sure of itself.
Exactly. Then Formula One for dynamic problem solving, and Web Dev Arena, which actually makes the AI build websites live, real-world tasks.
That sounds much more useful than just multiple choice questions.
It's a necessary shift because there's this risk of benchmark overfitting where models just get good at the tests, not necessarily the real job.
Gotcha.
And what's also interesting is that open weight models, the ones where the code is public, are now getting close to where the best closed models were last year. And they can run on, like, regular gaming computers.
Okay, that democratization is happening fast, too.
Definitely.
So let's talk enterprise. AI is really digging into businesses now, changing how things get done. Huge news with Oracle and Google Cloud teaming up, putting Gemini AI right into Oracle's cloud infrastructure.
Yeah, that's big. Targeting those major enterprise users, finance, healthcare industries, with huge amounts of data and complex needs.
And we're seeing it trickle down, too. LPO Financial giving advisors AI tools to cut down on admin work.
Freeing them up for actual client interaction makes sense.
Sutter Health using AI with GE Healthcare for better medical imaging analysis.
Improving diagnostics, potentially patient outcomes, crucial stuff.
And legal tech, too. Thomson Reuters co-counsel speeding up legal research, document review, saving lawyers tons of time.
It seems like every sector is finding ways to integrate it.
For sure. And look at Cohere now, valued at, what, $6.8 billion? They've really carved out a niche as an enterprise AI leader, focusing hard on security.
That security focus is key for businesses, obviously.
Well, right.
So we connect this to the bigger picture. It's really clear AI isn't just some fancy add-on anymore. It's becoming core to business operations.
Absolutely.
Look at Meta's profits surging. They directly credited AI improvements in their ad systems. That's bottom line impact.
Yeah, real money.
And Google, using advanced AI to slash invalid ad traffic by 40%. That's not just efficiency. It builds trust with advertisers. It's fundamental.
Okay. Now, here's where it gets really interesting and maybe a bit worrying. The whole ethics, safety, privacy side of things.
The necessary counterpoint to all the excitement.
So those internal meta documents that surfaced, reports suggesting internal guidelines, permitted chatbots to have sensual chats with kids or make racist statements.
Yeah, that caused a huge stir. Meta's public stance is that this doesn't reflect their actual policies, but the existence of such internal discussion.
It just throws fuel on the fire about oversight, right?
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to protecting kids or preventing bias. The debate is urgent.
Absolutely. And it's not just hypotheticals. We're seeing studies warning that AI healthcare advice can be flawed, biased.
Like ChatGPT or Gemini giving inaccurate medical info.
Exactly, or worse, that case of the man hospitalized because he followed unsafe advice generated by an AI.
Oof, that's terrifying. Shows the danger when there's no human check.
Precisely. And then privacy. Google Gemini's updates are a mixed bag, right?
Yeah, personal context, temporary chat sound good. But then, making user uploads default for training, that's going to spark debate.
For sure. People are wary about how their data is used. And YouTube's AI age detection pilot, analyzing viewing history, more privacy questions.
It keeps coming up.
Yeah.
And this shadow AI thing, employees just using their own AI tools at work without permission, a 50% spike.
Yeah, that's a massive security headache for companies. The data loss prevention becomes a huge issue. Apparently, it's a big trend in Australia right now.
So what's the response to all this risk?
Well, organizations like NIST in the U.S. are stepping up. They've released new security guidelines, overlays specifically for AI, trying to build frameworks for risk management, transparency, data integrity.
Setting standards, basically.
Exactly, because all these incidents just hammer home how much we need strong safeguards, clear ethical rules, and frankly, better user awareness as these tools spread everywhere. It's this constant balancing act.
Okay, looking ahead then. Big ambitions, big money, big fights.
The usual tech story, amplified by AI.
OpenAI's Sam Altman talking about needing trillions for AI infrastructure.
Yeah.
That's just a mind-boggling scale of investment.
Reshaping the entire global compute landscape, potentially.
And his prediction about India becoming OpenAI's biggest market shows the global scale of this shift. Then you've got the drama. Elon Musk versus OpenAI. That legal battle just keeps going.
Yeah, and Musk now taking swings at Apple, too, alleging they sidelined his Grok AI. Lots of competitive tension.
Definitely. Meanwhile, Microsoft's Satya Nadella pushing this AI-first vision, empowering everyone to build their own AI, but with a focus on security, quality.
Kind of positioning Microsoft as the platform for this next wave.
Right. And it all points to a future where AI isn't just about the tech itself, but navigating all these complex policy, ethical, and societal questions.
Yeah, it's not just code.
No. And people are already talking about technical solutions for future problems like focus chain for AI memory or how collaborating AIs handle privacy. The development itself is trying to anticipate some of these challenges. So it's constantly evolving on all fronts.
Absolutely. It's a moving target, requires constant attention.
So wrapping up this deep dive, it really feels like we're caught in this amazing, maybe slightly scary tension, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You've got AI doing unbelievable things, acing medical exams, mastering complex games, pure innovation.
Astonishing capabilities.
But then you have these deep, thorny ethical issues, the real-world risks, the privacy concerns. And it's all weaving itself into, well, everything. Healthcare, money, how we talk to each other, what we watch.
Exactly. Which kind of brings us back to you, the listener. Given this mix, the amazing potential and the very real risks, like that bad medical advice or the privacy stuff, how do you navigate the AI tools you're starting to use every day? What's your responsibility, maybe, in questioning the information AI gives you?
Good question.
And how can you or we push for AI to be developed safely, ethically? Finding that balance between jumping on the innovation train and demanding accountability, that seems like the key challenge for all of us right now.